to the yoke. And what happens is what they would put um, a young ox with the old ox. And the young ox, the young bullock would fight against the old ox. So it would be energetic and vibrant. And the old wise ox was just maintaining a different pace as the young bullock. And the young bullock had to learn how to flow with the ox. The young bullock in the beginning, I'm sure when they put the yoke on his neck, he was fighting it, he was resisting it. But as time passed, he began to go along with the ox because the ox was in control. The bullock was trying to keep control, but the ox at times, whenever the bullock would try to go right, the ox would turn left. And guess what? The bullock would have to go to the way that the ox was going. When the bullock was trying to run at a faster pace, the ox was going at a different pace. Guess what? The bullock had to change its pace because of the ox. And in time, they begin to work together. They learn to work together. The bullock learned to submit. It learned to obey. It learned to follow guidance, to follow the ox guidance. And that's how we are to be in our Christian walk. As we become born again believers, we are into a new life with Christ. Our old things are passed away. All things have become new in our lives when we give our life to God. And a lot of times before we get saved, we're running from God. We have, some of us have testimonies that we have backslidden at times. Like that's my testimony at one time in my life. And I was running from God, and I felt like I just wanted to do things, and I realized that it just left me empty. And I thank God that He didn't allow me to get so comfortable in my sins or so caught up in my sins that I was just didn't have a mind to come back. But He brought me back. He had mercy on me. He reached way down and He lifted me up out of the muck and the mire of sin. He gave me a mind to serve Him. He gave me a mind. But there are some things I went through in my Christian life, especially in my earlier years, that I had seasons of that I had been disobedient and that I had fallen, and I had to be restored. And it seemed like, and as I was younger, it seemed like God's hand was so heavy on me. And there was times when I felt like anytime I would do anything wrong, God would just expose it, or He would just heavily deal with it and chastise me. And sometimes I would watch other people that I was acquainted with. It seemed like they would just get away with everything. But with me, it seemed like His hand was just heavy on me. And there were times that I felt like it wasn't fair. But I am so grateful that God didn't just let me go and do the things that